And while we know that commissioners have had a big role to play in the mismanagement of our elections, the Secretariat also needs to be addressed, because all those things were enabled by the members of the Secretariat, those who are employees of IEBC. And there is need to restructure IEBC Secretariat. That is necessary. But even more important, which is a more important issue, is that we have the boundaries review, and the constitution timelines ends in the month of March this year. And it was provided by March of 2024. Boundary review process needed to have been completed. We are not aware as to whether it has even started. And officially, I am sure the IEBC must have been meeting. This issue is complicated by the fact that we have constituencies that will be lost. Because if they were going to be saved, we needed to amend the constitution. By the time we did the constitution in 2010 and provided a protective clause, those were 27 constituencies then. Those are the ones that required protection. Constitutional protection to avoid them being lost during the last review. The number has now increased to about 67. I cannot believe it that we have people, a regime that has not put their minds on this issue. What are you going to do with 67 constituencies that are likely to be scrapped? In fact, 67 constituencies that cannot exist as provided for under the constitution, because the formula knocks them off automatically. If that was to be done, it means that you have created an instability in the country. You actually are in a constitutional crisis from that angle. Yet, I have not heard William, even when he is talking of Mahewa, Sajaba, this is not one of the stories that has occupied his mind in any way. And it is very worrying, because it is really an issue of national security. And if this was the only, if they were to actually just hammer this issue in Naivasha and come up with a solution, that's an issue that will help us as a country to stabilize. But the more we keep edging towards 2027, and I can tell you that within Azimio, we hold that these constituencies must be reviewed, or boundaries must be reviewed before 2027, and that must apply in the next elections. It means that it's not an issue that is being handled well. And I fear and worry that the capacity within the regime is lacking for them to deal with such issues that can destabilize this country and will destabilize the country.
Are you still in Azimio?
We are squarely in Azimio. And I don't know why you'd ask that.
Because you have, of course, you've seen the issues happening with the Kamwene Unity Forum. Of course, you've had what you've said over time, but does the coalition in general have concerns, or what are they saying about this Kamwene Unity Forum? Because we've seen you, Mheshimiwa Martha Karua as well, and other leaders coming up with Kamwene. It has ruffled a few feathers we've seen. We've heard what you've had to say in the past. What is the position or other sentiments of the core members of Azimio?
The members of Azimio are happy and would want to encourage Kamwene because it was helping us deal with issues that were emerging within Mount Kenya. But like we have explained before, Kamwene is not a political vehicle. It's just like Mau Mau was never a political vehicle, it was a spirit of calling people together. When we had attacked today, we were in Muranga.